Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. In today's video we are going to be doing another update of Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. One thing I want to get off my chest first is, as you may be able to hear, I'm not sure how much the camera's picking this up, but it's currently raining outside pretty heavily as well, so I don't know if the camera's going to pick that up or not, but I apologize if you hear kind of the rain in the background. But there we go. Starting off today, we're going to be starting with the Southwest Terminal. There's a little bit of a change, so without further ado, let's just go ahead and jump straight into this. Starting off here, we have a Southwest Airlines Boeing 737-800 in the Heart livery. He's just arrived in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and he's going to be heading out to San Antonio, Texas. Next up, following on from him, we have another Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the Canyon Blue color scheme this time. He's arrived in from Grand Rapids, Michigan, and he's going to be heading out to Charlotte in North Carolina. Following on from him, here we have this Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Louisiana 1 color scheme. He's arrived in from Boston, Massachusetts, and he's going to be heading out to Nashville and Tennessee. Then here we have another Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the Canyon Blue color scheme yet again. This one is the non-split scimitar version though. He's just arrived in from New Orleans, Louisiana, and he's going to be heading out to Jacksonville in Florida. Then we have this Southwest Airlines 737-800 in the Heart livery. He's arrived in from Montego Bay, which is an international destination. Montego Bay is in Jamaica, but he's going to be heading out to Miami in Florida. And then finishing off here for the Southwest Terminal, here we have a Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Heart livery. He's arrived in from Punta Cana, which is in the Dominican Republic. He's going to be heading out to Las Vegas in Nevada. Next, moving on to Terminal 2, here we have an American Airlines 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Dallas, Fort Worth in Texas. Then next up we have this American Airlines Airbus A320. He's going to be heading out to Charlotte. And then next up here we have this United 737-800 in the Continental color scheme. He's going to be heading out to Denver, Colorado. I really like the pace at which at the moment NG are releasing these United aircraft. Of course, we've had the United 737-700 in the Continental livery, the Star Alliance livery, and the kind of new livery. I didn't actually go for the Continental livery. I'm trying to kind of cater my fleet more towards the new livery rather than the old liveries. I think the last kind of Continental livery aircraft that I got was that Embraer 175 that I got. I think I got that in 2019, so I haven't actually got any of the Continental liveries in a very long time. I know there aren't that many 737-700s painted into the new livery yet, but I'm just kind of keeping up my hopes that, you know, more will eventually be painted into it. I'm more collecting for the future. Of course, we've had the 737-800s released in both the Continental livery and the new livery. We've actually had 2 releases of the 737-800s so far, one in 2019 and then the second one in 2020, I believe it was. So now all we just need is that 737-900, and I'm pretty sure we will get that soon. Of course, NG have started rolling out the 737-900s. We got the Alaska 737-900s in the regular and One World liveries, and so I'm just really hoping that soon we get a United 737-900. Not so much for Baltimore. I don't need the 900 as much for Baltimore. We don't really get the 900 at either Reagan or Baltimore, but for Dallas, Dallas gets a good few 900, so hopefully we get that soon. Next up, following on from him, here we have this Delta 717. He's going to be heading up to Detroit. I was pretty surprised when I saw this route pop up. I thought that Delta were only operating the 717s from Atlanta, but it seems that they are still operating some 717s from Detroit and I think Minneapolis as well. So yeah, it's pretty cool to see these aircraft still kind of, you know, dotted about the place. I know that Dallas is currently getting the 717 from Atlanta. But yeah, this 717, he's going to be heading out to Detroit. And then finally here for Delta, here we have this Delta 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. This route kind of flips between multiple aircraft. I've seen this route be operated on the A320, the A321, the 737-900 and the 737-800. So it's basically take your pick. It's of course, Baltimore gets a lot of flights throughout the day to Atlanta. So, you know, depending on what time of the day it is, you know, we'll get different aircraft from Atlanta. But this is the 737-800. He's going to be heading out to Atlanta, Hartsfield, Jackson. Next up here, moving on to essentially the Spirit gates. These gates I use for Spirit and Air Canada, but here starting off we have this Spirit Airbus A320neo. He's arrived in from Cancun, Mexico, and he's going to be heading out to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. Following on from that, we have this Spirit Airbus A321. This is the NG version. He's arrived in from Orlando, Florida, and he's going to be heading out to Las Vegas, Nevada later on today. And then finally here for Spirit, we have another Airbus A321. This is the Gemini Jets version. He's arrived in from San Juan and he's going to be heading out to Tampa in Florida. I am still really hoping that Gemini Jets aren't now done with Spirit. Of course, we had the A321 from NG and Gemini Jets, and then we had the A320neo from Gemini Jets as well. I'm still hoping for an A320, an A319, and maybe an A321neo. Of course, Spirit don't yet have the A321neo, but it wouldn't hurt to have one kind of in anticipation for that aircraft. The A320neo, I kind of think I should have bought more than one. Now looking at it, I might try and find another one of those A320s, A320neos I should say, on eBay, because currently Spirit have 35 of the neos. They have 64 of the A320s, but they have another 78 A320 neos on order. So the A320neo is by far going to become almost the flagship of the Spirit fleet. But I am also hoping that NG kind of pick up the pace with these molds and they release an A319 mold and an A320 mold, so we can get some of those aircraft from NG as well. I'm really hoping that NG release those aircraft soon, because there are so many airlines that I would love to see on the A319 and A320 that I can't at the moment get. But we'll have to see how it goes. Overall, I'd just love to see an A320 and an A319, no matter who it's from, just the Spirit's A319 and A320. But next up here, moving on to cargo, here we have the Cargolux 747-8F in the mask livery. He's arrived in from Los Angeles and is going to be heading out to Luxembourg. Following on from that, here we have a UPS 767-300. He's going to be heading out to Louisville. And then finally here for cargo, we have a FedEx Boeing 767-300. He's going to be heading out to Oakland. Next here, taxiing down to the runway, we have a Southwest Airlines 737-700 in the Canyon Blue color scheme. He's going to be heading out to Houston Hobby. And then finally here, holding short for the runway, we have this WOW Air A321neo. He's going to be heading out to Reykjavik, Keflavik, or Aviation 2020's airports. Although of course WOW Air no longer exists, this is a route I was requested to do, and I do really miss having this WOW Air A321neo. On these updates, of course, if you don't know, WOW Air used to operate daily flights into Baltimore on the A321neo, and I believe occasionally the A330 as well. And it's just a really sad thing to see them go, because of course it was one of those airlines that, you know, lifted up the airport a little bit. It was an exciting aircraft to see. We do still have service by British Airways and Condor, but of course during the pandemic we haven't been able to include them in updates because they're not actually operating those routes in real life. I'm hoping that those routes start up again pretty soon, but we'll have to see how that goes. But apart from that, that does conclude this update of Baltimore Thurgood International Airport. I hope you did enjoy. I know there weren't many new aircraft in this update, but the next update is going to be insane for new aircraft. We might even have up to 10 new aircraft in this update. I've got a lot of kind of crucial aircraft that go into updates. I'm on order at the moment. You know, sometimes I order aircraft and it'll be for Dulles, so it won't, you know, be included in Baltimore or Reagan. But I have a lot of aircraft on order at the moment that are going to be very vital for, you know, airport updates. So it's going to be very exciting to see that in the next update. But apart from that, I want to thank all of you for watching this video. The May 2021 collection video will be coming very soon. I know I've been getting a lot of comments about that. Will be coming very soon, within the next week or two. I'm not exactly sure when. It depends on when I can kind of, you know, set it all up and everything, but we'll have that coming very soon. But apart from that, again, I want to thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.